Well, everybody, that was certainly a week of football, and it was certainly a very wacky one. Now let's just get into the games and review what the heck happened in this gosh darn weird league. Starting off with a very, very depressing game. The Bills easily beat the Dolphins 31-10 on Thursday night in Miami. Now, let's just say this, the Bills easily were the better team, the Dolphins struggled with turnovers, etc. But the main thing I talk about is Tua Tagovailoa. He suffered a clear concussion again. This is about the third or fourth time where he has had visual evidence of having a concussion, of being stiff, and it's a scary sight to see, honestly. Tua is out for this week, and unknown status for the rest of the season. He says he wants to keep playing, and he probably will, but it's a little telling when doctors and a head coach in the NFL thinks that you should retire. I don't know. I think he will come back, but if this was Tua's last game, I want to say thank you to Tua Tagovailoa. His career was very short, but he gave the Dolphins fans a lot of great memories and a lot of fun games and a lot of fun performances. So if this is your last game, Tua, thank you. Okay, so what? Dallas just got steamrolled at home by the New Orleans Saints? And the Saints offense looks great? No, sorry. The whole Saints team looks great? They destroyed the Panthers, yes, but that's the Panthers. They just walked in and just had their way with that cowboy. My goodness, Alvin Kamara is back to his prime form after maybe like 2 years of being off. Derek Carr looks very good. Rashid Shaheed is like the 2.0 version of Deshaun Jackson. It's like, what is happening here? The Cowboys' defense looks absolutely cooked. They looked pretty good last week, all of a sudden they're cooked. They couldn't cover Foster Monroe, Rashid Shaheed, and Chris Olave. Oh my goodness. Overall, people are going to shit on Dak for this. Honestly, it's not really his fault. His team gave up 44 points. He got their team to the red zone a lot. He didn't get them touchdowns, but he got them there a lot. He had a pair of interceptions, but again, one of them was not really his fault. Whatever, man. I don't even know what the hell to think of this league anymore. The Panthers are historically bad. This might be one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my life. When you go at home and face the Chargers and you lose, you get blown out, put up 3 points, that is telling. Now, the Chargers never been a bad team, but the Chargers always keep these teams close or lose. And they did not. They kicked the shit out of the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young, any potential he had is gone. It is vanished in the atmosphere. He was just recently benched by Andy Dalton, which is crazy to say. You could at least give him to week 5. I know he's not playing good, but my God, you gave up everything for him. At least play him till halfway through the season before you bench him. David Tepper, you are absolutely the worst owner in the NFL. Maybe all time. You're actually trash. You're actually ruining your team. And it just pisses me off that this shit happened. And it's like to the teams like the Patriots, who look pretty good, who won 6 Super Bowls and are looking to have a bright future. But the Panthers have nothing, and they're sucking ass. My word. I'm sorry, Panthers fans. I truly am sorry. Alright, Jaguars, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I hate you. I hate you, Jaguars. You guys are the biggest cock tease team in the league, specifically Trevor Lawrence. I've never seen a team get to the 3-yard line and then kick a field goal. It happens every single game, and you lost to the Browns. Deshaun Watson sucks, okay? He sucks. He played like shit yesterday. Okay, maybe he didn't play like shit. He played fine, but he didn't play very good either. The Jaguars were home, they had a free win, and they blew it. Trevor Lawrence got sacked for a safety in the end zone. Oh my God. That was the deal breaker, man. What the hell is happening? The Browns defense carried their The Browns defense carried their offense to a win. The rest is history. The Jaguars are cooked. You guys are fucking cooked. What a fun game. I actually predicted this game right. The Buccaneers got the revenge from the division round game and defeated the Lions. And Baker Mayfield still looks pretty dang good. Do you know what else looks very good? Aiden Hutchinson. My God, that man had 5 sacks. What the hell? Overall, a very fun back and forth game with a lot of wackiness. Lions can have those wackiness. Dan Kimball's going to drive you insane, like go for it a 4th and 12 on your own 20, but kick a field goal at 35 on a 4th and 1. Dan Kimball things, Overall, I thought the Buccaneers looked very, very good on offense, and defense looked pretty good as well. Jared Goff looks a little shaky, which could be concerning because they really need to get that run game going. Okay, you know what? I'm actually happy Daniel Jones played better because I actually kind of felt bad for him. The dude was getting harassed by Giants fans, telling him to, stuff I can't say. But, he actually played a pretty decent game. Again, it was against the Commanders, but, Malik Neighbors broke out, had a great game. Good for the Giants. Only one issue, they lost. They lost to the Commanders. The Commanders kicked 6 field goals and won the game. That's the only issue here. The Commanders I don't know. I don't know how to describe them. This is the second week in a row where a team has won just by kicking field goals. If it happens every week, I might actually never watch football again because I don't know if I can handle that many field goals in a game. I don't know if I can, guys. Jane Daniels looks pretty good, though. He's pretty solid. Best rookie QB. Still, so far. Every time I watch the Niners game, I always think about their Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs, and I think about this team freaking blew it. And I don't even hate the Niners. I don't hate them. But when they lost to the Vikings, I thought, good. Sam Darnold revenge game. The Vikings are one of the most underrated teams in the league. Kevin O'Connell is one of the most underrated coaches in the league. His play calling is very good. He's making Sam Darnold look good. He made Nick Mullins look good last year. Josh Dobbs. He's a good coach. We can't deny it. Kevin O'Connell knows what he is doing on the offensive side. And Brian Flores, man, he's just what the Vikings needed in that defense. And the Niners, the Niners, their offensive line did not look very good. Brock Purdy got sacked 6 times. Jordan Mason still played very good, though, somehow. The Vikings also are 2-0. And are currently leading the AFC North, which is not what I expected considering their quarterback is Sam Darnold. A surprisingly pretty fun game of 2 teams that duked it out in the Super Bowl nearly 10 years ago. Oh my god, I'm old. Actually, it was a pretty solid game. DK Metcalf had a great game. JSN had an amazing game. And Jacoby Brissett actually played very well against a pretty good Seahawks team. The Patriots are a very interesting team because I don't know what to say about them. I thought they're going to be absolute dog shit, but they beat the Bengals and went to overtime with the Seahawks, who are a pretty solid team. So maybe the Patriots might be onto something with Gerard Mayo. Their defense looks pretty good. The offense could use some work. They don't have many weapons. But honestly, I'd get excited if I'm a Patriots fan because, man oh man. And I would get excited if I'm a Seahawks fan too because this could be the division this year. This is a dog. They're very simple creatures. They don't do much. They sit, play, eat, poop, sleep, repeat. It's a very simple life. Do you know what dogs can't do? Dogs can't talk. They can't drive cars. And they can't play video games. And they can't blow 10-point leads to the Raiders. I repeat, dogs can't blow fourth quarter 10-point leads to the goddamn Raiders. I don't even know how to process this game. I'm still so in shock of what happened. All I remember is Raiders. They're beating the entire game. They're up 10. And then they tied the game. I watched that Devontae Adams touchdown. I'm like, what the hell? Why would we let them back in the game? And this is what happened, okay? The first play on offense when the game was tied. The first play. One of the best defensive players in the league. Max Crosby, unblocked, running full speed at Lamar Jackson. What the hell are we doing? That killed the drive. The drive was over instantly. He got sacked for 10 yards. The drive is done. Oh my god. And then the punting happened. Okay, listen. Jordan Stout, I'm rooting for you. But man, you can't punt 20 yards. The game of the line. They had the ball at their own 45, and then we took a penalty. They started the drive at our own 45. They only need 10 yards to get a field goal, and they got like 20. Kick the field goal. We have 0 timeouts left. 20 seconds. And the Ravens got to travel. Let's be honest, too. The Ravens had to travel like 40 yards. Anything that was over 52 yards, Tucker was going to miss. I don't know what's happening. I think Tucker might be broken. He might be broken. I don't know. But anything over 52 yards was going to be missed. So we were cooked. And that was it. The Raiders completed a comeback. And Lamar Jackson is 0-2 in his career against Gardner Minshew. Now the Ravens have a fucking tough-ass schedule. They got to face Dallas, Buffalo, and Cincinnati next 3 games. If we lose next week, we might be cooked. Oh, God. Oh, God. So the Jets and Titans had a game this week. It was pretty good. Bad. I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers looked better. He still looked immobile as heck. And Will Levis, again, gave us the best picture of the week right here. Boop. What a funny lad. I got nothing to say about this game because I didn't really watch it, and I didn't really care to watch it because I think these are 2 teams that are going to finish with 7 wins. So moving on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Matt LaFleur is that dude. I'm telling you guys, Matt LaFleur knows what the hell he is doing. I love the Colts this year. I have them winning the division. But even I thought, man, I think the Colts could easily lose this game because of one thing, run defense. There you go. Josh Jacobs, 150 yards. Thank you very much. And Malik Willis played he did his job. He did pretty well. The defense did well. Anthony Richardson was doing Anthony Richardson things. Being reckless with the ball. Throwing it everywhere but the end zone. Into the Packers' hands. Just being an all-around fun guy. The Packers will be fine. Jordan Love will come back in a few weeks. This team will be fine. Colts, though, gotta get some wins, bud. Get some wins here, guys. My God, that Cardinals offense is lethal. You use Marvin Harrison, and boom, 40 points first game. Golly. The Rams, though, they're scaring me. They're scaring me a little bit. I think they're gonna be good, and they're 0-2, and they got their shit kicked in by the Cardinals, who Sean McVay owns. Sean McVay does very well against Cardinals. They got their asses kicked up and down the field for 60 minutes. My God, this is not looking good. I'm scared. Someone please hold me. Cooper Kupp is out, and Pook is out, and their O-line's all hurt. Oh, fuck, I feel so bad. I want them to do good this year, but it's looking not great. However, the Cardinals look very good, and they could be a good team this year. I had them going, 8 wins. They could get a run there. Maybe more. We shall see, shall we? Well, this game was certainly a Pittsburgh game, 13-6 or 7. I don't know, man. Pittsburgh manages to win games in the most boring way possible. I don't know how Steelers fans deal with it. You get 9+ wins a year, but the games are going to be brutally boring, slow to watch, tons of field goals, and TJ Watt sacks. What else is there to say about Steelers games? They make me want to gouge my eyes out and rip my hair out and shove them up my ass. But other than that, the Steelers play exactly the same. So I got nothing to say about this goddamn franchise that is currently 2-0 in the division, while the Ravens and Bengals are 0-2, and the Browns have a win. They're in first, they're gonna finish first, and I can't take any more of this. Chiefs-Bengals, everyone thought the Chiefs were gonna steamroll them, but the Bengals-Chiefs games are usually very close, and the Bengals controlled most of this game until the very last play. In the most typical Chiefs way fashion, 4th and long, gotta get in field goal range, throws an incomplete pass, and there's the flag. I mean, let's be honest here. This was pass interference. I mean, how could you say, like, the Chiefs and Mahomes are this good when, like, legit it's a flag to get them in field goal range in, like, the closest games majority of the time? Call me a hater. I don't really care. I couldn't give a fuck. They're gonna win the Super Bowl again this year anyway, so why do I even give a shit? Man, this game felt like an absolute blow, but it was actually a 6-point game the entire game. Caleb Williams. My God, that man's O-line has actually gotten worse since Justin Fields there. I don't know how that's possible, but it's gotten worse. Holy shit, the Texans were bringing the boom every goddamn play, and they were sacking and tackling Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams had some pretty bad throws too. I'm not gonna excuse everything he did. He had some pretty bad throws in that game. And the Texans somehow only won by 6. Texans are just a strange team, you guys. They're 2-0. They're gonna be the playoff team. They're probably gonna win the division. But they take a shit ton of penalties. Their O-line isn't very good. I don't know. Outside of Nico Collins, I don't think that offense is very dangerous. Stroud is very good. Nico Collins is very good. But Tank Dell does not look the same. Stephon Diggs is not nearly as lethal. And Joe Mixon, I mean, guys, come on. It's Joe Mixon. I don't really understand the Texans. They confuse me. But we shall see further in the future how they do. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. The Falcons, after playing lackluster all game and last week, in the final drive of the Eagles game, had a very good drive, and Kirk Cousins finally looks like the guy they paid a shit ton of money for. Now, the Eagles probably should have won this game. Saquon had a brutal drop that basically costed them the game, but I wouldn't say it's all in Saquon. I think this defense is still having issues, and they need to fix that up. But for the Falcons, this is very good, because they needed this momentum, and this could be huge for their season. Who knows where they go from here? And the Eagles, fix your shitty defense. And that is the week, everybody. It was full of ups, downs, craziness all around, and driving me crazy in general. But that is it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll be back next week to do another video of this. But until then, goodbye.
Down 9. Darnold getting messy, going deep, and he's got Jefferson. It's a foot race downfield with Brown, shifting gears, getting a block. That's 6.